kids being born in -18 is pretty much a recipe for disaster. It's been quite a few hours since I've seen any cattle. Hello, sweet pea. You got kind of a big head. Okay. Good job, Mama. You want to give me kisses? Good morning. Today is actually supposed to get above freezing. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are supposed to be extremely cold, like daytime highs of -2, and the overnight lows are supposed to be like -18, and that's without the wind chill. Even though I'd like to do all of the prep for the really cold weather tomorrow, I can't because I'm working all day. I've just got a ton of prep to do today to prepare for the cold. I need to get some windbreaks made out there with some stock bales. I need to get heat lamps set up in the greenhouse because I've got those does due to kid any day. So I want to figure out a way to rig some carbon fiber lamps in there because, I mean, kids being born in -18 is pretty much a recipe for disaster. This whole barn will get deep bedding. I'd like to kind of clean up. So when they eat along the bump here, all the waste hay goes behind them, like it gets pushed back by their feet, and then they poop along there because they spend a lot of time. So you get like a hump, there's a hump right there, and the rest of that bedding is all really clean, but I'd like to get this hump cleaned out of here. I have my cousin coming over tonight. We really only see each other like once a year, if that. I'm thinking she'll probably be here for 4 or 5 hours because when we get talking, it's a good time. So this is like my one close cousin. And I would say out of all my cousins, she's my kind of people. She also raises goats. I think she does like fainters and Nigerians, maybe some pygmies, I don't know. I am taking a bit of a break here from chores to record my results from the ultrasounding from when the vet came last week. I've got all the does marked. As you can tell, they're all marked pregnant or open. I am going to have to do a bunch of moving around. I need to get those bucks in from outside. I was thinking of just creating a windbreak and moving their hutches around, and the more I thought about it, some of those bucks are just still not looking great from that whole health debacle this fall. So I'm gonna have to get them in. Now, all of my bucks are like gentle giants, so I can keep them in with does. However, that side's full. I can't fit anything else in there. So what I want to do is put them in with these guys. However, I need to take out the open ones. So I need to just get my numbers and figure out how many open ones I have. It's not too many. The other thing I'm thinking of doing is actually swapping sides because it's gonna get more crowded in there. I'm gonna have to bring all their feed all their feeders outside and set them in the barn so they can have feed access during that cold snap.
Oh, and you're pregnant. You want to give me kisses? Oh, hi. Hi, Schwartz. You want to give Mom kisses? Mwah.
Okay, it's been quite a few hours since I've seen any cattle. So I'm just gonna zip back on the four-wheeler and make sure that there's not any like gates open in the way back and they aren't gone, because usually they make a few laps and come right back. There they are, laying in the sun. They just wanted some sun, I guess. Glad there's nothing open. Just got off the four-wheeler and I think I hear a kid. I do. Good girl. Oh man, a white one. It's nice and toasty warm in here today. You picked a good day to have a baby. Hello, sweet pea. You got kind of a big head. Okay. Good job, Mama. Good job, Mama.
Oh, you're trying to nurse? Okay. Oh, you're pretty dry already. Mommy, either you're a really good nurse. She wants to nurse. It's a boy. Oh. Okay. You don't have any more laying in here, do you?
This is actually a pretty good example of why I don't like to use the cornstalk bedding and have really fluffy bedding when I kid. So typically on my bedding pack, I use soybean stubble. When it's all fluffy like this, the kids have a really hard time walking through it and they hit kind of a pile of fluff and they just tip over and then they kind of lay there. So I really like, you know, kind of a low pile. This soybean stubble doesn't absorb moisture, so a pretty thin layer of it keeps them nice and dry and creates some airspace under them to try to keep them warm. Whereas this stuff is just fluffy and it's cumbersome for these babies, right? Well, Mom, you're not being very cooperative. There we go. She's a good mom. Like, she's got that thing pretty dry already. And I think it's pretty fresh. Oh yeah, see, he's... There you go, buddy. He's catching on already, so I will carry on with what I'm doing. I'll come back, check on her in like 10 minutes, see if she had the next one. quite a while, and she still has like a sack there. Usually like you start to see more just cleanings if they don't have another one in there. Plus, I so seldom have singles unless it's a doeling or like an old doe that wasn't in great condition when she got bred. So I'm just gonna check and make sure she doesn't have another one. Hi, sweet pea. Can you go against the wall? Oh, that's it, just one. Okay, that was like herding cats. Moving kids is really difficult when they've never done it before. It gets better every time, but I'm probably gonna run out of battery, but I've got all the does and kids on that side with their creeps set up and their feeder. I've got to let these guys in, and then I just have to dump in bedding. I put extra piles of bedding in the doorway here, so when it's really cold, I can close these overheads and then have extra to bed with. And I will do the same on this side. And then my cousin's gonna be here in probably like 20 minutes, so I'll probably just be getting in from the barn when she gets here.